All right, guys, friends, welcome back. I'm back again uh, to share and talk about my progress and journey, and we'll talk about the business related like dental marketing. And today I got to share with you some of the important things, like these are some fundamental the basic things that you should consider when it comes to building your dental practice brand, and like positioning your business, right? So before I share the details about uh, the topic, I want to introduce myself, that I just started speaking on online and share my journey. So you might have noticed that some of the contents that I am just consistently trying to talk about and posting on. So yeah, you know, I found my voice to as an entrepreneur, that sharing uh, the knowledge the knowledge that I have gained over the years. So I feel more comfortable to talking, and I feel more like a real, uh, like authentic, and the way that I can feel the problem, and it makes much easier to solve. So yeah, so I want to introduce myself in a nutshell. That I My name is Shubhrata Das, and you may notice that I talk about like um, creator mindset and communication, entrepreneurship. So these are the things that I am also trying to improve myself while I am building my personal brand in public. Even I am building my business, uh, working on my business, which is like dental industry and healthcare space. Since I am as an independent brand and business developer, so you know that the communication is here the core challenging part. So I try to like bring that over the past years, that I have learned the brand I have designed and the people I've worked with. But I was not like like showing and showcasing my true potential when it comes to like direct interacting with my audience, with my clients. So here I am little like not just desperate, but I am so serious that I like to attract my audience, I like to attract my clients through my personal brand, and guiding them like effective way when it comes to like solving their business and brand problem. And even since I have like uh, in my earlier of my when I haven't like lack of guidance, so I also feel that the last few years when I start my journey to self improvement, and what are some characteristics and mindsets that is so much important to follow, that the other successful entrepreneur, even the visionary peoples, they have been keeping themselves disciplined and become great in their field. So we just sometimes we do feel like that the success happen like overnight, but there are so much effort and time that they work in background in so that's not a like easy thing. But oftentimes we want to quick fix, but you know there is no shortcut when you want to like achieve bigger success and achieve bigger things. So for me, that the thing is that I feel personally that when I am trying to overcome this kind of fear or this kind of thing that I really need to know, like confronting in public, so I really need to speak about it more often. So you may notice that today I'm like posting second time, and I cannot like keeping myself like I don't want to feel like that I'm lazy, but I want to feel like productive at the same time that I want to feel like that do work in meaningful way. So I wanted to like share this topic about uh, so little information that I want to mention here, that uh, at the noon I try to share about the mindset related video, and now I am just posting my business related. So you may notice that I'm picking like two categories, but I am not sure that it's going to work, but I feel more energized and I feel more purpose driven, and I feel like that, and nothing like bothering me I don't feel, but I feel like more encouraged to talk about these multiple topics, because I am on mission, let's say that, finding helping other people to find their voice and improving their communications. So not for everyone, let's say that they are also beginner phase and doing freelance works, but they are hiding themselves, and creators also the same, that they are not hiding themselves and not showing their true potentials, not trying to uh, understand them their true potential. So this is the point here I meant to say. So yes, now forget it. So I believe that you got I hope that I covered the my like ever long introductions, but you know that it's I'm just trying not only for just like to this is going to be a hard long video, so I know that I have to uh, take little time to express these things that I do, and that gonna be also help me to expand my elaboration skills, right? So that's the point here, right? So I can like make it and finish it like quick um, as very quickly, but you know that oftentimes that when you like give your time and give it space, it's not like everything in general that there are every words, if you pick that every word has a problem, there you need to consider to pay attention like every words. So I do wonder like um, oftentimes that I see that it's not progressing. It's like frustrating that why people are not considering to look at this. Even my friends and my family members, they are also not supporting me and this journey, because you know this is scary that I'm just chose this unknown path, and but I'm enjoying this, and you know um, this giving me a sense of like purpose, yeah, I mentioned earlier. So I don't feel like anything that need to be that people like or dislike me, that doesn't bother me, right? uh, so I don't care so what other people actually think about this, I don't care. So that's the point here. So now I want like, I know that this is like, and for me like a testing ground, even I try to be more as much as possible to being authentic as well, that how I am fighting with my limiting belief, and at the same time that I'm trying to serve my clients as better as better as way possible, right? So uh, please consider this, that I'm also like posting this video on like other channel, let's say the YouTube as well, so you can also like feel the like the whole journey that I am making progress, like day after day or month after month, year after month. So I'm just keeping these things very open, right? So yeah, so now that we are trying to like talk about on the business part, now it's like serious topics and it's professional discussions that I'm going to cover. That's today's topic I decide to talk about. Let's say as a designer, but most of the time I have been like designing brands. Now I have started to like speaking like communication and dealing my clients and on like and sales and marketing and some other things like content creation. These are the things that I'm trying to like stake my skills, but at the same time that I would like to that I'm implementing all these skills and I'm growing my business as well. So I need to be very careful on those things that I do talk and maintain the professional, and I'm giving the value to my audience, let's say the dentist and other doctors and healthcare professionals, so they can also how I can help them to build better healthcare or dental brand, so they attract like their patients like more personalized way, and not just focusing on, let's say that that the social media account, which is already that many people are like so much rely on. Let's say that someone that started his practice or her practice, so if you like just you know that your every equipment for your practice, the tools, gears and technology, there are a lot of budgeting things that you need to consider. But you can, there is a good news that you can start, the Facebook and the other social platforms that we have, that is your website, right? For at the beginning, I would highly recommend you that you can start from like this channel you can leverage. But oftentimes we don't have like a content idea that how we'll like get started. Since you as a healthcare professional, you're dentist or practice owners or human surgeon, so how do you like get started on these things? And if you like want to maintain to both area, let's say if you want to like your manage your business side, if you want to like your focus on your patients, and the same time you want to focus on your marketing and sales and building brand or some other things, that it is going to be like much overwhelming, and it's ended up with an like burnout. So there you need to also like cost effective as well. You need to, you have a like a constraint, budget constraint as well. So since I am also like in these industries beginner, there are so many like people out there who understand the business as well, so you can like understand the concept of like leveraging and that outsourcing like other talent, so you can actually get things done and you can stay focused on your practice. So the point is here today that we are going to talk about like brand building, brand, why it is important. So let's say that you know that thinking about building brand, it is like a decision to humanizing your business, right? So the every businesses that behind a human, the people, right? So we want to learn about, we always like show our curiosity to learn about the people. As a doctors, it's in healthcare professional, in you as a dentist, so it's most important to giving your brand and humanized look. Let's say we pick the brand name, right? So oftentimes we see that I know that dentists don't have like much more give much more attention on giving the details observation on speaking a right name. But here is the first thing that you need to be very careful about picking your right brand name, right? It is the first impression, right? Every time when they like people will start to discuss about their patients are gonna discuss about their like it will always remind on their mind, right? So if you just consider this having a like a great name, that will create a first impressions on your audience mind, and your patients can easily can remember these things. I see that a lot of doctors, they get like totally wrong, and they don't have any idea. I see that because you don't you are not thinking about the future, like you are not thinking about the branding perspective and the marketing perspective. the some of the psychological behind it has some psychological impact as well. It creates a perception as well, that you must have to like understand this. Choosing a right name, it is like an it is like in creative thinking. So you just have to be creative, right? So you know that the service you are providing, the clinical service you are providing, the same service can be provided by many other doctors and dentists at the same time. So how do you like stand out? So it is like when you focus on your patient's perception and their feeling and their kind of like the way that you want to like perceive to them, and you want to stay on top of their mind. So how do you do that? This is like a kind of thinking of like building brand. So there you need to be very very careful to picking a right brand name. So I see a lot of doctors like do this the same mistakes. They pick their brand name very very generic, right? So you see that they will like keep their brand name, uh, but it is a strategic move. Like everyone like say the dental, the common phrases and the common sounds and the tone stays the same. So it's here that that you can like be different, right? Be different in sound, be different in look. So it gives the sense of ownership, like to your brand. You own it, and when you do that, that it gives also a meaning to your brand. So people can also find this relation. So the thoughts behind it, right? So don't just like randomly pick a name and start your business. So it's a like building brand. So it's a really essential part to like keeping a good brand name. And the second thing that I would like to since you have decided to building brands, so a lot of people that they, when it comes to like shaping their brand identity, and this was like a verbal identity, and you can create with that the visual identity as well. So as people, when you like pronounce your brand name, how it sounds here, and how it's the when you visually design the name, and along with like logo, that how it will look like, right? And there you really need to also be little careful, and you need to oh, so being different is the different standing out is the most important part. So the now you are focusing on like you're building your visual and uh, verbal and visual identity. Now you have to also little bit of strategic on the part of like positioning yourself. It's matter that it is whole thing the doing is like designing, even the branding, marketing, all the things that you need to create a better communication. The communication that just like pointing that and defining that, telling people that the your unique strength and unique value, the core selling point, and this it's really like help you to hold a different a unique place that that like easily like creates a distinction, makes you separate from your competition. Not just you as like good brand, but also that skill set, the expertise, the experience, and the client satisfactions, all the things that brought that that also that makes your brand uh, a strong position. So when you define your unique values, the value propositions, that what you do really, and it is separate from other practices and other offices. So these are the things that more in the end that people are patients are getting to benefits that your values in return. So you just have to like define this at the first place, that why they are what are here the core value propositions, and they can also get that message instantly, and the proper communication, so they can get your service, they can get your help them to book your appointment. It gives them the clarity and the difference between your competitions, and it gives them the clarity of that the problem that you are going to solve with them, that it's directly speak to them. So that creates a trust, and that's make them feel more the persons that you really understand them, right? And it's they can also, when you communicate your value proposition through your brand, your visual system, and your verbal through verbal communication, so you have the better alignment, you have the better brand, and that it makes your brand powerful, right? So the two things that when you should do, you must care about when it comes to building your brand. Your brand name, which is the first impressions, it creates instant perception, and it stick on patient's mind immediately when you become little creative when it comes to picking a right brand name. And the second thing, that it is visual identity along the name, that you need to be very careful about. That most people that that people are like their sense, that when we see, we create the perceptions. It doesn't need to like express a lot of things or explain a lot of things. Through our sense, we can actually understand that what you are trying to, or the problem that you want to solve, that is, it sticks on people's minds, that when they look at it. And that's how you also create an like identity as well, and you build an establishment by placing it on your marketing materials, and people can easily recognize you by looking at form of different marketing touch point and the applications when you use it. So this is the two things that you really need to know. And I really love to talk about the third thing, that is storytelling, right? Your brand is story. So a lot of people, they are doing their marketing like ad campaigns and some other campaignings, so they are really desperate about to like attract patients, that they use like fancy websites and some other things, but they rely on the organic way that patients should find them, and they will get patients like organically. But they invest a lot of money on like developing high quality websites. That nothing wrong, but you have to like when you have website, fancy website, but you need to be very aware about that is aligned with your value propositions, and that it speaks to the directly addressing the pain points of your patients, right? So then when you are addressing that, when you craft the coffee that way, so the next thing is like advertising your